Welcome to our journey through the history of Hollywood. Today, we'll explore how a small neighborhood in Los Angeles grew to become the epicenter of the global film industry, shaping entertainment and culture as we know it. From the silent film era to the digital age, join us as we uncover the story behind Hollywood's rise to cinematic dominance. 1. The beginnings of Hollywood, 1900s-1910s. The story of Hollywood began in the early 20th century. Before the film industry took root in Los Angeles, movies were primarily made on the East Coast, particularly in New York and New Jersey. However, filmmakers began migrating to the West Coast to take advantage of California's year-round sunshine, diverse landscapes, and cheaper production costs. In 1910, director D.W. Griffith shot the first film in Hollywood, a short titled In Old California. This marked the start of migration that would transform Hollywood into the heart of the movie-making world. By the end of the decade, several major studios, such as Paramount Pictures, Universal Studios, and Warner Bros., had established themselves in the area, laying the foundation for a new era of entertainment. 2. The silent film era, 1920s. The 1920s saw the flourishing of the silent film era, where movies were accompanied by live music but lacked synchronized dialogue. Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Mary Pickford became some of the first movie stars, captivating audiences with their expressive performances. The films were often accompanied by title cards for dialogue and narration. The introduction of Hollywoodland, a real estate development, saw the iconic Hollywood sign erected in 1923, symbolizing the area's burgeoning reputation as a center for entertainment. The sign originally read Hollywoodland as part of an advertisement for a local real estate development. 3. The Golden Age of Hollywood, 1930s-1950s. The transition from silent films to talkies began with the release of The Jazz Singer in 1927, which was the first feature-length film to include synchronized sound. This revolutionized the industry and ushered in the Golden Age of Hollywood. Major studios, including Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM, 20th Century Fox, and RKO Pictures, developed a studio system that controlled nearly every aspect of film production, from casting to distribution. The era saw the emergence of the Big Five studios and a star system that made actors like Humphrey Bogart, Katharine Hepburn, and Clark Gable household names, musicals, epics. 4. The decline of the studio system and the rise of independent filmmaking, 1960s, 1970s. By the 1960s, Hollywood began facing challenges as the studio system declined due to antitrust laws and changing audience tastes. The rise of television drew audiences away from movie theaters, prompting filmmakers to experiment with more daring content and techniques. This period saw the emergence of independent filmmakers who produced more gritty, socially conscious films. The new Hollywood movement was born, characterized by directors like Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola, Steven Spielberg, and George Lucas, who brought a fresh vision to cinema. 5. The Blockbuster era, 1980s-1990s. The late 1970s and 1980s saw the rise of the blockbuster era, where big-budget films aimed to generate massive box office revenue and attract large audiences. Jaws, 1975, directed by Steven Spielberg, is often considered the first true blockbuster, followed by the immense success of Star Wars and E.T. The concept of summer blockbusters became a trend, with studios releasing their biggest films during the summer to maximize ticket sales. Directors like James Cameron and Ridley Scott pushed the boundaries of special effects, with films like Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991, and Jurassic Park, 1993, revolutionizing the industry through groundbreaking technology. 6. The influence of digital technology, 2000s present. The 21st century brought about significant technological advancements in filmmaking. The shift from celluloid film to digital formats made it easier and cheaper to produce movies, opening up opportunities for independent filmmakers. Computer-generated imagery, CGI, became a staple in blockbuster productions, allowing for visually stunning films like Avatar, 2009, and The Avengers, 2012. The introduction of streaming services such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus changed the way audiences consume movies. Streaming platforms have become major players in content creation, producing award-winning films and competing with traditional studios. 7. Hollywood's global influence. Hollywood's reach extends far beyond the United States, influencing global pop culture and shaping how stories are told in different parts of the world. Its dominance is seen in the exportation of American films to international markets, where Hollywood movies often set the standard for storytelling and production values. Film franchises like Marvel, Harry Potter, and Fast and Furious have become worldwide phenomena, drawing billions of dollars in revenue from international audiences. 8. Representation and diversity in Hollywood. In recent years, there has been a growing demand for increased representation and diversity in Hollywood. Movements such as to have brought attention to the lack of diversity, both in front of and behind the camera. The industry has made strides towards inclusion, with films like Black Panther, 2018, and Crazy Rich Asians, 2018, breaking barriers and proving that stories centered on diverse characters can achieve commercial success. 9. Hollywood's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic significantly impacted Hollywood, forcing studios to halt production and close theaters worldwide. In response, many studios turned to streaming platforms for film releases, accelerating the shift from traditional movie-going experiences to home viewing. Major releases like Wonder Woman 1984 and Black Widow were made available on streaming services simultaneously with limited theatrical runs, prompting debates about the future of cinema. 10. The future of Hollywood. Looking ahead, Hollywood will continue to evolve, adapting to new technologies, cultural shifts, and audience preferences. The rise of virtual reality, augmented reality, AR, and AI is likely to further transform how films are made and experienced. As streaming platforms continue to gain influence, the traditional model of film production and distribution may change even more. The emphasis on diversity and representation will also shape Hollywood's future, as the industry seeks to tell stories that resonate with a global audience. With innovative storytelling techniques and a commitment to embracing change, Hollywood is poised to remain a powerful force in the world of entertainment. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of cinema, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations of film history and entertainment. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time as we uncover more fascinating stories from the world of movies. Until then, keep the lights on and let the magic of Hollywood inspire you.